back to It's a Vegas Productions. Today, I am taking a look at the trailers for the new Star Wars Squadrons game. There's two trailers. There's a release trailer and a gameplay trailer. I haven't watched either of these. From what I've heard, this is about vehicle, like starship combat. And that's my favorite thing to do in Star Wars Battlefront 2. So I am always suspicious of EA these days, but let's check these trailers out.
Shake them! Giving engines full power!
Think you can escape?
This is gonna be close!
Pilots. You are the Empire's strength. We do not accept defeat.
Remember why we fly. For hope. For the new Republic.
Vengeance will be ours. When the perfect shot makes history.
5 pilots.
1 squadron.
The galaxy's finest.
Very cool. Very cool. A lot of stuff that I like, some things I wasn't crazy about. Definitely just got some goosebumps, but that's what that music does to me. I definitely like the time period it's set in. I'm glad this isn't about the sequel trilogy crap, because it's crap and I don't care about it. It's still Star Wars, so there's part of me that's like, ooh, but I don't want to play a game. And that's like, the last game that came out was what, the Jedi Outcast, which is set about in the same time period as this. Well, yeah, like that one's set in like after the prequels. This one's set right after the original trilogy, it looks like, or like during, which is, that's the popular time periods. Like you have more fans of those areas. But let's check out the actual gameplay trailer. And they said 5 to a squadron, and I really hope there can be multiple squadrons in a single game. I hope it's just not like 5 on 5. That would be such a waste. Anyway, here we go.
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations! Fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5. With the option to play the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Come on!
You'll begin your career in a single-player story,
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic. You'll experience this world through your cockpit, The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
A squadron of diverse
Welcome to
characters.
the Adiri dockyard.
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
Whatever.
The story of the two pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready!
Let him have it. To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable,
Let's get him.
ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun!
Support ships can keep allies safe and stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
Light him up! Nice.
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
But if you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the game. From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and survive.
They're on you!
I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout depending on your squadron's strategy.
Finally got him.
This will be critical in Star Wars Squadrons multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
That hard 5, that was the best!
Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels unmarked!
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry,
Is it
I got
squadron
it
of
for you.
5? Is it
Make
only
your
ever
team
5
in
on
a social
5?
hub to solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff.
Like that's
First,
that.
push the front line by winning the dogfight in
How
the
about
center of
5
the map.
teams of 5? Like versus 5
Attack
other
or
teams of
defend
5.
2
No.
medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagships safe.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play.
I'm hit!
Speedy, unrelenting assaults,
Stay together, strike quickly.
stealth and subversion,
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
or brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now. Let's make this count.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
You are the hope of this galaxy.
Okay. So some things I liked, but frankly, there's a lot of stuff that I'm not a huge fan of. Like, they keep saying 5, like 5 on 5. And like, are you telling me the max amount of people in one game is 10? Like, that's something I actually really like about Battlefront 2 is that you get like 20 people, you know, like, or at least maybe there's more AI. I don't know. That seems, when you have like a giant capital ship, that's one of the things like in Star Wars, when you have the rebels flying at like the Empire or whatever, you have TIE fighters like like going by like TIE fighters everywhere, like because there's tons of them. If you're telling me like it's like there's a Star Destroyer and there's 5 ships, you know, it's like that's not as whatever. I don't know. I feel like you could get the scale could be bigger. I also personally like flying not from inside the ship, but I like the rear view, the third person view. Not that I can't fly from within the ship, and I think they did a really cool job with what they're doing there, but it seems like you have to be inside all the time. So I don't know about that. The graphics don't look even as good as like some of the stuff in Battlefront 2, but that's probably because they mentioned they're trying to like you can play the entire thing in VR. So, they're just, and that's part of the problem with the making EA the only one who can make Star Wars games. You need third party people so that you can get, they put all their work into this, and this is what it's been, and because they're trying to appeal to like as many people as possible, we want to, but that leaves some things to be desired. I also thought it was freaking hilarious, like that they're trying to sell it on diversity. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with diversity. I think that's great, but they're like, your diverse squadron of heroes or whatever. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, is that really like something like the selling point of the game? Is like, why are you going to get Star Wars squadrons? The diversity. I don't know. It's just, I think, 2020, everybody's going crazy. So whatever. What are your thoughts on this game? I don't know. Will I end up playing it? Probably. But from the looks of this, I'll probably go back to playing Battlefront 2 and their Starfighter stuff, which is also EA, and it's also not as good as it could be. It's not, the new Battlefront game Star Wars Battlefront game isn't as good as the one that came out for the original Xbox. And it's like, how could you not at least match it to there? Just upgrade the graphics of that one and you've got a better whatever. I don't know. It's a disappointing time for Star Wars games. I mean, the Jedi Outcast was good, in my opinion, but not like amazing, and the replay value is not super high unless you just really like Star Wars aesthetics and like being in a Star Wars universe, which I do, so there's that. But past that, like, I don't know. And this game, I don't know, they keep saying 5-on-5. I like bigger, but we'll say that could, they could supplement it with like other AI. You know what I mean? Like it's only 5 people versus 5 people, but there's a bunch of AI ships, computer controlled ships. Maybe that I could probably deal with that. I mean, I like the Rogue Squadron games a lot. I was hoping this was going to be a lot like that, and it seems like it kind of is and kind of isn't. We'll see though. We'll see. That's just the opening trailers. VR gameplay not available on all platforms. Game engine footage, not all images appear in game. Okay, whatever. We'll see. It's still work in progress. I would have liked to see more ships too. Like, like Rogue Squadron, you had B-Wings and you had the Naboo Starfighter and you had Slave One. Like this looks like each side has 4 different ships and woohoo. Now, of course, this is just the first trailers. They could have other stuff they're going to release in time. But overall, this trailer and release footage does not get me as excited as I thought it was going to, which is unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a weird mood. Tell me what you think in the comments. So, when's it supposed to release? In October. No, November. No, October. October 2nd. Okay. I don't know. So, definitely, like, I'm looking forward to other games more than this, like Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Right now, that has me way more excited. And I haven't even watched a trailer for that. I'll have to do a reaction to those two. I've just been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and that game is a lot of fun. So they got me excited for that and see how that works. They just, whatever. Anyway, that's I'm going to call it. That's the end.